Good Tuesday afternoon, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. I'm Nick Oresco. Let's bring in 22 News from team meteorologist Brian Lapis. Hey, Brian, how are you?
Nick, I'm doing really well. Thanks.
Are you? That's great.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, a nice day today. Plenty of sunshine and cool temperatures, though.
Yeah, I was out for a little walk in my neighborhood this morning, and there's definitely a change in the air out there, right?
Kind of felt like Halloween last night as I was on my break.
Interesting that you bring that up, because the high temperatures, the high temperatures that we've been having are more like late October, early November.
Okay.
So there you go.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Some applied climatology there. All right, let's take a look at our traffic situation. Here's the good news. Really no situations to report. 91 is looking good. The Pike is looking good. 291, 391, all running at normal rates right now. Let's take a look at temperatures, and there it is. Low 50s right now. So this is definitely mid-November air out there. 53 Springfield and Greenfield, 51 in Orange, 51 Northampton, and of course the breeze is making it feel even cooler. Speaking of, there it is. Winds out of the northwest at 14 miles per hour in Westfield, 8 Springfield, and 7 miles per hour in Orange. And could be a couple of sprinkles, maybe even a snowflake over the Berkshires this afternoon. But generally, we're talking about a drying trend as we head into the second half of the week. We'll show you with our 22 News Storm Team Skycast.
The trial of the man accused of committing Hampshire County's only murder back in 2021 is underway. During court today, a juror was dismissed and a new one had to be picked as a replacement. Steve Malloy of Springfield is accused of shooting and killing Joseph Filio of Pittsfield. According to the Northwestern DA's office, Filio was found dead in a Randolph Place apartment in downtown Northampton in December of 2021. Malloy was arrested for the murder later that night. He pled not guilty in March of 2022. That trial will continue tomorrow. Southwick police have arrested someone in connection with an armed robbery that happened last Saturday night. According to police, Nicholas Hulton that man you can see here on your screen, that he is responsible for the armed robbery. Police say officers from surrounding towns assisted in the arrest. He is currently being held at the Hampden County House of Correction behind bars in Ludlow. Victims' families and survivors of the Lewiston, Maine shooting are suing the federal government. They are accusing the Defense Department, Army, and Keller Army Community Hospital of failing to respond to warning signs and threats shooter Robert Card made months before the mass shooting. The families of those killed in these shootings say the Army had multiple opportunities to intervene but did not.
There needs to be accountability for those actions not taken that led up to the 18 souls being lost, and also the loss of feeling safe and secure for the survivors of this tragic event.
Card killed 18 people at a bar and bowling alley on October 25th last year, making it the deadliest shooting in Maine's history. Lawmakers want answers from the USDA after the Boar's Head plant in Virginia led to one of the worst listeria outbreaks in the country earlier this year. According to the CDC, it caused 9 deaths and left 59 hospitalized. Senator Richard Blumenthal just announced that the USDA will be conducting an internal investigation into its handlings of repeated food safety violations at that plant. Government inspectors found dozens of instances of non-compliance with food safety rules. The Boar's Head company announced it will shut down its Virginia plant. Well, back now with 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis. Yes, some few showers out there right now, but it looks like we have a drying and potentially warming trend ahead.
Yeah, it's going to take a day or two to get into that warming trend, but it's on its way. And also the wind will be diminishing a bit over the next couple of days. Let's take a look at the clouds and radar real quick. Just a quick recap. You can see a couple of sprinkles over the Berkshires and even this little batch of sprinkles that's in southern Berkshire County. That could drift into western Hampden County or western Hampshire County over the next hour or so. So just keep that in mind. Most of those raindrops are not making it to the ground, but a scattered to isolated sprinkle is not out of the question. Here we go. Looking into the future. 5 o'clock here this evening. Some scattered clouds around during the evening hours. Temperatures this evening will be in the 40s and eventually an overnight low in the low 30s here tomorrow under variable clouds. So keep that in mind that there will be some frost around. And look at that. Might even be a couple of flurries in the northern Berkshires here early tomorrow morning. So protect your plants if you still have vegetation out there that you want to keep for at least a few more days. Cover them or bring them inside. And then we have clouds clearing a bit here during the afternoon hours. So we're going to call it partly to mostly sunny here tomorrow with a high temperature back into the 50s and a noticeable breeze. That warming trend that Nick was talking about that comes later this week. We'll show you when on 22 News at 5.
Two giant pandas on loan from China arrived in Washington, D.C. this morning. Bao Li and Qingbao left a research facility in China yesterday as part of a 10-year loan program with Chinese officials. It comes 11 months after the National Zoo had to send 3 pandas back to China when that loan deal expired. One panda fan expressed her excitement at the return of those bears.
It's exciting. It's exciting. We were watching the videos of them being loaded onto their crates in China yesterday. So it's an exciting moment to see them come back to the DC area. It's fun.
The pandas will go through an adjustment period before making their public debuts at the National Zoo. Well, Starbucks is pulling back on promotions and discounts, one of the first moves under the new CEO. The Wall Street Journal reports since he was tapped in August to take the helm, Starbucks has been quietly reducing the number of discounts it offers over the past year. Starbucks and other restaurants have been leaning on discounts to win over customers after years of raising menu prices. Starbucks is not planning to run broad offers during the holidays and will instead promote seasonal drinks through advertising. Well, coming up tonight on 22 News starting at 5 o'clock, last month several officers were injured at a correctional facility in Lancaster. See how state lawmakers want to take immediate action to improve facility safety. Plus, the UMass Amherst Center in Springfield is being renamed to honor a former leader of the university's Board of Trustees. And the Emergency Housing Commission met today while they discussed the current status of the state's shelter system.
Traffic moving along just fine right now. I-91, both north and southbound from the Connecticut state line into Franklin County looks good, and the Pike looks pretty good from Worcester County into the Berkshires. We'll update the warming trend for later this week weather-wise with our 22 News Storm Team forecast on 22 News at 5.
Brian, thanks a lot, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. Latest news and weather anytime on our website, wwlp.com, and of course, the free 22 News app. There's a panda.